Welcome to this building video. One of the selling points of ArcoLinux is that you can actually build the ISO, and that's not that hard. Well, I always say, if I can do it, why can't you? All right? So these days we have only 3 ISOs to build, and the last video I have to make is about arcoplasma. So how to build arcoplasma? Well, first of all, you need to code. So ArcoNet Pro is the link to go over here. And that's the top level URL. You can read what ArcoLinux is all about, but if you are already with us for the last 6 years, you kind of know what's going on. But here you are, and here are the repositories. Now the repositories, this is all, right? 11. And we shouldn't count the wallpapers or variety or not a wallpaper or XFCE. From here, we have 3 configurations for CalMars and 3 ISOs, and that's just the welcome. So basically, with this amount of packages, GitHub projects, we can build an ISO. No, 3 ISOs. So let's grab this one, arcoplasma ISO. That means you have made a decision and you say, I want to have plasma. Well, one of the fun fact is you can also add hyperlink and wavefire into the equation, but it's your decision. You can have code like this. You go to your desktop, which is going to contain previous video. Voila. Open terminal here. You type git clone, Ctrl-Shift-V, and you get this. Okay, this can go in here, and then you analyze. You read everything that you can read, but the most important thing for the building of the scripts, well, first of all, is this starts everything, triggers everything. This will clean out the cache, but if you want to spare your bandwidth, then 40 is good. And the next important thing is, what do you want on the ISO? And that's this. What do we want on the ISO? So in the packages is a long list. Choose whatever editor you like, but make it colorful. And by that I mean, if you select a language, everything that has a hashtag is not going to go on the ISO. It's a decision. See ArcoLinux as a big Lego box with all kinds of Lego blocks that you can choose and you can build upon. And ArcoLinux says in the Arch ISO, an application to build ISOs, we're going to use this and this and this, right? And we've made our own decisions and say, no, I don't want Kitty, and I don't want this, and I don't want that. And basically, as a beginner, I would say just scroll through, check it out, scroll through, keep away, don't change. And everything for you starts at this particular software from ArcoLinux repository sentence. This is something you know. You know what Chromium is. You know what maybe what Deadbeef is. An interesting little thing. Evolution, Flash plugin. There are things in here like Lego blocks from 6 years ago. I don't think anybody still uses Flash plugin. But VLC is interesting. Why not have VLC to play our videos? Safe. So a hashtag in front of it, it's not installed. Deleting the hashtag, it is installed. VLC will be on my system. And you scroll through all the long list of packages that we have added during the years to decide whether you want or not. And if you think, I don't know, I have no clue what all this is, well, that's the point of learning, right? You can do this. -Q alacrity and see what it is. Let's see what we get. We get this. Then there are some more options like the I. Now we get this. And often you get a link. If you click this one with Control, I think, then you can see what is this all about. This is a fast cross-platform OpenGL terminal emulator. Okay, it's a terminal. Fine. I want it, I don't want it. You make your decisions. That's the point of build your own ISO. That's the selling point, right? I've put here out behind it, so keep it out. It has to do with the switching between grub and then back to system deboot and back to refined and then back to system deboot, and that, well, that causes issues. If you're not going to do that, then yeah, sure. If you use grub, then you add it, and only use grub. Octopi is another way of looking at things. So there is Pamac and there is Octopi. I don't know if I still have Octopi. No. Yes, I have Octopi. I have to launch it like this. So another way of looking at things. You have here groups, things to check out, files, actions, output, etc. There is Pamac to have a look at. Repositories to check for the chaotic AOR. What is on the chaotic AOR? First password. Okay. Then this one. What's that? I don't know what this is. I'm gonna click it. A fast floating WM with a particularity of having two borders written over the XCB library and derived from blah blah blah. And then you see it the years. Okay. Bye. Okay. Too old. And you go on. And you go on. That's an option. Pamac is the other option. Pamac Manager can be installed. And you get repositories, you get chaotic AOR, what's in here, what's in here, what's in here. Alright, have a look. This is shopping around. What Lego blocks can I get? What can I install? The extra large, the very big ones. These are all installed on my machine. But there is more. Brackets bin, that's still working, I don't know. Should test that. Flat Remix, Geekbench, Geekkraken, Google Chrome, Google Earth Pro. If you want a particular application on your system, fine. Type Google Chrome inside here, right? Just anywhere, but I suggest you keep it structured and say somewhere down the line, this is from me. Because if you do like this, you can compare your file in 6 months' time. We will have changed the packages, right? And then you compare our file with your file, and at the end, your things are there. Google Chrome. Was it like that? If there is a typo, it will not be installed, right? If it's Google Chrome bin, you should type Google Chrome bin and not bill or anything like that. There are no typos allowed, nor can I just say Firefox behind it. It's one line per. What happens if you type twice? Nothing. It will just be installed twice. Your ISO build will take a bit longer. That's it, right? No problem. Spaces, I don't think he's particular about that, but well, let's be practical. Don't use spaces behind it. Okay, so go through the list. You can add chaotic stuff from the AOR. All I have to do is these two guys are from the AOR, from chaotics. They're now on the ISO, on your future system. And voila, that's your search, that's your shopping spree basically, because that's all it is. Look around, what do I want, what do I like? And yes, we both will have, these three will have packages that are also in a chaotic AOR. So we overrule them because we are at the top in pacman.conf and chaotic should be at the bottom. But one of the things that might be interesting, but maybe not particularly now in the build, but these guys have a little bit more Linux kernels, right? AMD kernel, AMD things, Cassius, Bohr, but like I said, not particularly interesting for the ISO build. Do that later. All right. So if you figured everything out and say, okay, that's what I want to have, it's time to go to the installation scripts. Let's maybe add one more thing or two more things. it really goes very far what we provide. You can add personal things to the ISO. All information about your personal folder, personal configuration, personal packages, personal wallpapers, personal MP3s, anything can go inside a folder that we see here, personal. Anything you put in here will go in the ISO under /personal, and then you move it. Copy, paste, run scripts, whatever, right? Anything will be on your future system. That's in here. You can, if you're ready, right, if you have the knowledge, you can add a personal repository. So on GitHub, there are many tutorials how to create something on GitHub or GitLab. And then it's just figuring out how to create a repo, how to package build things, how to put it on there, and then finally you can add your own personal package to the ISO, to the future system. But that may be as for a project for later. We're gonna keep it simple. All the videos are here. Add KL to KOR, 4,000 packages to choose from. Doesn't matter if it's XS or XL, that's previously, I know, but it's just the same thing, just adding things. And that's your personal repository. All right, time to build. That means you go to number 40 and you say, let's add things. Or shall we put something in there in the personal? Let's put a picture in there. Control C, up, anything, right? Music, whatever, up, there's a picture. Now in the installation scripts, check it out. You can say, I'm gonna choose Celtic repo, true, false, it's not used. Personal repo, true, yes, it's used. And I don't think we have to tell anything for the personal folder. So there we are. Let's go ahead and copy paste. Well, build. Well, that's the line. Why this line? Because the other one cleans my cache, and cleaning the cache. Where is the cache? What is cache? Sudo pacman minus the car, SUV. There is an SUV inside your computer. Remember that, cache directories. That's where all the packages are. If you run 30, the content of that folder is emptied. And you have to download every single package again. Okay? Fine. 40 it is. And everything is of course very quickly there because it's already downloaded. Only the Plasma packages maybe need an update. Google Chrome, look at that, right? I've decided to add Google Chrome. It was downloaded. If there's an error, you scroll up. The script will continue after the error. You need to find the very first mention of an error. That's the thing you need to remove. That's the thing, typos happen also, we're human. And that can conflict with other packages and stuff like that. So, and if you can't figure it out, of course, you can go to Discord and come and say, I'm trying to build it, but I get this image. And then you say, Control Shift print screen. If you have Flameshot installed, you can say, it's this thing that annoys me. And then you say, help. Right, and then you give us the image, copy, save, and copy paste it inside Discord. And then it makes sense, right? And quickly we can help you and give as much information as you can. There is also a possibility to give us this. What ISO are you on? The probe information. Probe is gonna give you a link, so we know the hardware. And last but not least, a new thing, use. So we know exactly what are you using. You're using a particular version, particular ISO code name, built at a particular moment in time, and you keep on rolling. This will never change, right? This is just what did you start with? And we need to know that because we have to think, what did we change in regards to that particular thing over the years. All right, linuxhardware.org. So have a look. This is what we're gonna look at. This is also the site you're gonna check before buying. Why give money to companies that do not support Linux hardware? Right? Don't. First, check out if it can be installed. Linux, several Linux distributions, then you're safe. Not just the one, but there are many motherboards out there that you say, oh, look at that, 12 kind of Linuxes, they all work and all fine. That's the one you're gonna buy. So what do I have on my machine? A lot of things. ChatWM, I have Cinnamon here, GNOME Xorg, and I have XFCE, etc. LeftWM as well. And so yeah, kind of crowded, but this is the ISO builder. Systemd boot is here, and I'm rolling with 685. That's the one I'm using, just one kernel, and SDM as choice. This gives us also a lot of information, so give us many ways to figure out your issue at the point in time. Voila, I think we need to round it off. I mean, wait for the system here to build its ISO. Where will it come? We'll come to arcoplasma out, and we'll have an ISO for it. Okay, let's pause. We're almost ready to finish the video. The ISO is out, but I see we have to change some things here at the end. I just deleted something here. That's probably why. So the arcoplasma out, that's here. That's the ISO you're gonna build, and don't mind the message here. Other files should have been here, so I'll adapt the script. But the thing is, this is your personal ISO that you can test out, burn on USB. Good advice would be VirtualBox first, right? VirtualBox or QEMU or GNOME boxes or VMware, anything virtual. And then you say, okay, that's what I want, or no, that's not what I want. I forgot this, I forgot that. I need to add this, I need to add that, I need to remove this, and then you build it again. Again, give us a lot of information. If something goes wrong, right, you scroll up, find the first error. That's the one you need to tackle. That's not the one you need to find out why is it not installing, and often it's just a simple typo or a Pacman conflict. Pacman says no can do. They conflict with each other or does not exist or things like that. Enjoy the building. Cheers.